hope everybody, all of you can hear me properly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. It's really nice to see so many good faces, all of you. I mean, most of you have opened your cams. That's very nice. And I'll request the people who have not opened their cameras, please, let's make it very interactive session, because design sessions are very, entertaining and creative. So let's not make it a boring session like any other workshop, okay? So I request you all, please keep your cameras open. Keep asking me questions in the middle of the session. If you can't ask, please type it to me, raise your hands, give me reactions whenever possible, okay? I cannot see all of you on one screen. So if I am not able to take your question, or if I miss anything, please unmute yourself and ask me then and there, okay? So whenever I ask you people, just unmute yourself and say, okay, or give me a thumbs up, okay, on your screens. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So to start with my presentation, first of all, I want to tell you that we will not be doing something very heavy. We'll be doing something very creative today. We'll be doing a few activities, and I'll be telling you something very important which will help you in your design careers. And right now, when you're learning designs and you want to learn design further and make careers, I'll give you some very important points which will help you, okay, in studying, in your careers, in the industry. So make sure you're ready with some sheets of papers in front of you and pen, pencils and everything. Are you guys carrying this? Do you have papers in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I will, okay, it's nice you all have written a name. So now I know. I'll start with my presentation, and can I share my screen? Just let me know if you are able to see my presentation. Is it visible to you all?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay. So we will start with the session today, which is on creative design interaction. And as the name says, please keep interacting with me, keep answering me, keep shooting all your questions to me. We will keep it very engaging, and we'll keep on talking about it, okay? And you guys can ask me as many questions as you want. And okay, we'll start. So we'll start with design. And as you are a new audience to me and I'm a new person to you, I would like to understand from all of you, what do you people think about the word design? Can you just give me one word? What do you think that design is? Just give me one word.
Pattern.
Okay, pattern. What else?
Ma'am, in 2 words, solving problem.
Yes, it is. What else?
Imagination.
Okay, just give me one words, you feel okay, this is design to me. Don't go by any bookish thing you've learned.
Creativity.
Yes, creativity. What else?
Communication.
Okay.
Imagination.
Okay, what else? Imagination. Okay, tell me things around you which are a design. Give me examples of it. Anything?
By what house?
Sorry? Can you say that again?
Wallpapers.
Wallpapers, yes, absolutely. Just look around yourself. You're sitting on your working desk. Yes?
Cohesion.
Yes. Look around wherever you're sitting. Just look around on your table. See what is a design to you. Just give me examples. Yes. What else? Quickly.
Patterns.
Okay.
Book cover.
Yes, it is.
Home structures.
Yes. And?
We are surrounded with all design.
Come again, surrounded by?
All design only.
Yes, yes. Everything around you is a design. So why am I asking you this question is because everything you see around you is a design. It can be a very useful design or not a very useful design, but everything around you, from your walls to your furniture to your every stationary item, every equipment around you, your utensils, your clothes, your accessories, everything around you is a design. Okay, there are no wrong designs. Probably it is a useful design or a less useful design, but everything around you is a creation, so it is a design. All right. Okay, good that you know that much about design. And we will go up around two important parameters what you need to know being design students. Two main things. One, you should have knowledge, and one, you should have creativity. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
think being
Yes, ma'am.
design students, these are the two important things you need?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, and is it like, do you need them in equal proportions, or do you need more of knowledge or more of creativity? How is it?
In equal
In equal
proportion.
manner. Equal
Okay.
proportion.
Don't you think you need more of creativity because you'll be designers tomorrow?
Without knowledge, creativity is like they both are depending on each other.
Absolutely.
More creativity, but just knowledge enough to be able to put the creativity in use or effect.
Perfect, perfect. That's right. That's absolutely right. So why I have put this slide, because everybody, all of you are definitely aware of knowledge and creativity terms. But why I've put here is because these two are very important parameters for you to understand that when you are working in a creative field, these two go hand in hand, and you have to equip yourself on both the parameters. You have to work on both of these parameters, your own self, to become, to excel in a designing field. So you have to acquire knowledge, you have to acquire creativity. Both of these terms are skill-based terms. You understand skill and talent? Do you all
Ma'am, how
understand
to
the
be
Yes.
creative?
difference?
Skill can be learned.
Okay, skill can be learned. What about talent?
Talent is something which is from our talent that we already have.
Okay. Sanna is saying something and I'm not able to hear. Can you be a little louder?
The talent is something we already have, or we can emphasize it more to use it in a really creative way or something like that.
Okay, I'll tell
We
you.
can also
So,
use skills to enhance our talent.
yes.
Ma'am, how to be
Okay.
creative?
Okay. Sorry, Himanshu, come again.
Ma'am, how to be creative?
I'm coming on that, don't worry. So that's why I have put these things. So why am I saying this? Knowledge and creativity, guys, are two very simple words, and you can learn both of them. You can polish yourself for both of these parameters. You can acquire as much knowledge as you need, and you can train yourself to be as creative as you want. Right? Creativity is something you can learn, you can use, you can polish, you can get better. And if you don't use it, you can even lose on your creativity. Have you ever heard people saying, yeah, I've not done this work since 10 years, so now I'm not good at that? Have you heard that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why? People, they forget their skills they've done for 20 years, 30 years when they're not doing it. So same way, knowledge and creativity can be polished with work, with practice. Very important thing for new design buddies like you who would be tomorrow's face. And you have to prepare yourself, polish yourself on these two parameters. If you have a lot of knowledge and you don't have a creativity, you cannot create anything that's impactful. If you don't have the creativity and you have a lot of knowledge, again, that will go waste, because what will you do of that knowledge? Clear? So they go hand in hand. So that's why these two skill sets. And I would like to check a little knowledge on you now, because you people are studying design. You are studying it every day at your centers and with your mentors. So, okay. I would like to ask you questions and just quickly answer me. Okay, just quickly unmute yourself and answer me. Tell me the fashion week that was going last week.
Lakme fashion.
Lakme Fashion
Where
Week.
was it happening?
Acme Fashion Week.
Where?
I'm Delhi.
Yes.
Mumbai.
Otherwise, this is the first time it's happening in Delhi. Where it used to happen before Delhi?
Mumbai.
Yes. Okay. And give me the design councils of India. Give me the federations of India, which are design councils.
Bangalore.
Sorry? We have just one Fashion Design Council of India, guys. Just one. And I'm taking the name of that. Okay, that's FDCI. Please, all of you, follow FDCI. They will always update you about all the fashion weeks happening in India, all the designers showcasing in India. Okay, now can you name some new designers in last 5 years? You have seen them coming up really well. Give me names of new designers, or give me the names of designers you
Gaurav
look up
Gupta.
to. Sorry?
Gaurav Gupta.
Gaurav Gupta.
Okay, Gaurav Gupta. New designers, new, as in, who have come up in last 4, 5, 6 years. Come on, quick. You should be knowing all this.
Ritu Kumar.
Ritu Kumar, very old designer. People writing in chat, the answers are correct. I'm sorry, I didn't check. Now I'm checking. But yeah, they're right. Whatever they're writing, the questions. Are they saying FDCI? Yeah, that's correct. That was the answer to my previous question. Come on, guys, give me the names of the designers you like. Okay, you give me the names of the designers you want to become, or you aspire to become. You look up to them. Give me the names. Come on, you all are design students. Give me names of product designers. Okay. Give me names of known architects of India. Give me names of new budding designers of India. Ritu Kumar, Sabyasachi, Masawa, they're very old. They're very old, like
Rahul
10,
Mishra.
25 years old. Rahul Mishra, my super senior batch from NIFT, very old. Give me new designers. Come on, you will be designers in another 4 to 5 years. So you should know. Okay. Sabyasachi. Okay. Come on. Just tell me more. Come on, talk to me. Give me more names. I'll correct you. I'll keep on correcting you. I'm here for that only. Manish Malhotra. Okay. Come on, more. Give me some nice new names. Alexander McQueen. Lovely. Manish Arora. Okay. Does Manish Arora do shows in India now? Yes or no? Bibi Doshi, yes. Neeta Lula, okay.
Falguni Chen Peacock.
Falguni and Shane, okay. Dhruv Kundra, all right. Okay, guys. Carl. Who's written Carl? Adya? Carl Lagerfield? Which house was he taking care of?
Chanel.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
Ijaz.
Rohit Bal. Sorry?
Ijaz.
Okay. Rohit Bal, Tarun Thaliani. All right. Shahadid. Okay. All right. So now, let me put it this way in front of you. Why am I asking this question? The main purpose of asking this question from you all is that this is something that you should know. If you will not know the designers around you, the designers you like, you will never have any idol to look upon, and you would want to become better than them. being design aspirants, even if you are from any field, you're from fashion design, you're from product, you're from interiors, you're from digital design, multimedia design, graphics, you should always know the pioneers in your stream. You should always know the best designers in your line, and you should know what work they have done. This is a very, very basic prerequisite. This is where knowledge comes in picture, because when you will know the designers, you'll know what work they have done and what is there that you can do better than them or different from them. Do you agree with me or not? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
If you will not know what designers are doing around me, how can you do better creations than them, right? So this is one part why I was asking you about designers. Second part, guys, this is very important. Whenever you are in a center learning design and you will be choosing a college for yourself, it is very important for you all to understand that what your country and what your college has to offer you. You should know that, okay, I am from this country, I have these list of best colleges, okay? So this is an example I'm giving you and how you have to think from now on. When you will be choosing your course, when you will be choosing your colleges, keep in mind that what is the placement of the college and what is the field in which my country can offer me jobs. Because not today, you all will be graduate in another 4 or 5 years. So you should know that industry shift, that okay, if I tomorrow graduate as a product designer, does our country have brands or companies to offer me a job? Will I get a job? Do I need to do my own? These are few questions you should be very clear before applying to any college. For career prospect, it is very basic that you have this understanding of choosing the right course, choosing the right college, keeping these parameters in mind, that what will I get after 4 years of my graduation? For your information, I like to tell you, every year we have more than 3 lakhs of fashion designers graduating, okay? And a little lesser number of postgraduate designers graduating. But do you even know 5 of them every year who are graduating? Have you seen the names or the work of any 5 designers who are coming up every year and showcasing new work? Can anyone answer me on this? Do you people know any? That's why I asked you, can you give me names of new designers who are there in the industry since last 3, 4, 5 years, and you're seeing their names are okay, these are new designers. So any idea? Come on, keep talking to me. Say yes, say no, say maybe. Put that question to me. Just keep talking to me. If I'm asking something, please.
No, ma'am.
So if you are not aware of this, then now see that when tomorrow you will be out of the industry, out of the college, how industry will place you. So now these are few questions for you people after my session to sit, analyze and think how to choose a right career option, how to choose a right college, how to choose a right subject. You might be good at product, but you might end up being a graphic designer. Possible? Have you heard people saying that? Sometimes you don't know what course to take because you're good at everything. So take your time, sit, analyze. Course-wise, you can do whatever. You can do all 4 streams in one course. That's not a problem. But you still need to sit and analyze and map out your career, because that is important. Okay?
Mama, how to analyze that?
Sorry?
How to analyze that?
How to analyze that? When you're if you are asking me about analyzing the right course and the career prospect, it absolutely depends on your skill set. You need to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. Okay, I will take up few exercises on this at the end of this session, and I'll come back to you, Zeenat, and I'll tell you again, though it is a very simple and easy process, but it is absolutely according to your own skill set and your own liking. Even if you're good at sketching and you want to pursue graphics, you can do that. You can have, right now the courses are so nicely designed, not like 20 years back when I was doing, that you can take up 2 to 3 different courses in one degree course. So right now you have a lot of choices. All you need is sit, write down about your skill sets and analyze what all you're good at. Where would you like to see after 4 years? What designations you would like to work on, and just make an entire mind map. I'll be doing a mind map with you people in some time. Okay. In case you're
Okay,
still
ma'am.
not okay with it, you come back to me with the same question after we have done few slides. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, guys. So understood this much till now? Or is it going too much?
Yes.
Come on,
Yes,
say.
ma'am.
Tell me. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Okay, great. So moving on. Okay, now design thinking. I think this is a term very ongoing since last 10 years, and I think all of you must have heard of it. So are you people aware of this term, design thinking? Say yes, no. Yes? Tell me, what is design thinking? It's simple, like design and thinking. Tell me what it is, according to you. What do you understand by this term? Just give me simple answers.
Imagining a design.
Creating something which is good in looking
Some
also
of you
and
are
solving
talking.
the
I can't hear half of the. Okay,
creating
okay.
something.
What else?
Hello, I'm audible.
Creating something. Okay.
No, creating something in such a manner that it is catchy and also solving the problems of the user.
Okay.
Innovative.
Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any issues from my end? Any technical glitch? No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, great, great. Great. No, I thought because it was so much of this thing. Okay, so let me tell you guys now. Another very important topic, design thinking, because this is something which you would be studying in every course, in every degree you would be going for after your school, in any of the college. Design thinking is nothing but just a way of thinking. Okay, you guys understand perspectives? What's a perspective? The way you think.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Design thinking is when you are thinking as per the design, either giving a solution to a problem or creating a better design for an existing stuff, existing product, existing service, existing design, whatever it is. Clear? It's just a thinking which you do as per the design. It's a very non-linear process of thinking. There is no end to it. There are no barriers to it. So you can give as many solutions, right, wrong, whatever. And it is a way of thinking design. When you give solutions, when you get into the shoes of the client and understand the problem and individually design something customized, then this process comes in the picture. Why am I doing design thinking, guys? Because it's a very small process. It's a 5-step process, and this you will be using everywhere when you will be designing. Wherever you're designing a product, you're designing a dress or a collection, you're designing automobiles, you designing space, areas, retail store, you designing furniture, shoes, whenever you will be designing. Earlier, we used to do a design process. Do you know design process? Right now, if I tell you that, okay, please design a collection of 5 garments for me. So how will you start? How will you start? What do you need first?
Ma'am, can you repeat? First, we'll need the model.
first thing you need is a theme or an inspiration, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Okay. And then you will start working on that theme. And what will you do? You will collect all the things related to the theme and you will start working on your garments. In the process, what you will do, you will make an inspiration board, you will make a color board, you will make a mood board or a client board, and then you will come on the collection. Am I right or wrong? Is this the process you all follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Just
Yes.
an example. Yes, no? Can anybody tell me any other
Yes.
process they do? I would like to know. Would you like to add something in this or not add something in this?
User experience. User
Okay,
review.
user experience.
Thumbnails.
Yes. Yes.
Thumbnails.
Okay. What else? So these are parts of your prerequisite that when you are doing any collection, you make all these things so that you get to a final product. Correct? Design thinking is absolutely same process, but it has 5 steps. And the first step itself, which is the most important, is empathy. Do you people understand what's empathy? What's sympathy?
Putting yourself in its place.
What's sympathy? When you sympathize with someone, what is it?
Feeling for someone.
All right. And now what's empathy? Empathy is when you bring yourself in the shoes of the person and understand them completely. You try to be in their position and you understand. Okay. Why empathy is important? Because the more empathized way you can have with your client or with the person in front for whom you're designing or making a project, the better outcome it will be there. Okay, it's the entire design process, more than creativity, depends on this one very basic value, that is empathy. If you can empathize with your client, with the opposite party better, your outcome will be better. And design thinking is a process that before inspiration, it starts from empathy. Once you empathize with the person, with the inspiration, with the other side, you will always get a very well-defined idea of the problem or whatever is required. So design thinking is a process, absolutely a design process like what you do already, but now design thinking is a process which has no limitations. It starts with empathy and ends with a customized design with everything that has been resulted out of empathy. So let's say if I have a problem with my shoe size and I go to a shoe designer and I tell them my problem, so he would like to hear me not like like an inspiration, but like a personal client, and will get to know that what am I, what do I need, what are my problems, and that might not be a problem with other clients. Understand? So he'll have to listen to me. If he can figure out my problem, he can design a good shoe for me. But if he will listen to me as a complete problem and start designing shoes for everyone like the problem I have, can he give a successful design? Can I give a successful design? Will I have same problem like others? Or everybody will have same problem like me? Yes, no, maybe. See?
Not necessary.
Yes. So that is where a lot of designs fail, when a product is made out of general thought process. Okay. And that is why design thinking comes in picture, and you design as per the client. Okay. So from design thinking, what you have to take, the most important part of empathy. All right. Keep these things in mind. Keep writing these things, because these will take you, they'll add on to your creative side of the brain. All right. Chalo. So now let's have a small activity. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
All 76 of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Great.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So now we will talk about the most important key for creativity. Like somebody asked me, so when you want to have a creative brain, one side of your brain is the creative one. So how to, polish that side? You need to have few things, very basic things you should test them regularly with you. One of them, the most important key is observation. Everyone in creative field, all of you should have an eye for detailing. Observation is an important key, and all of you should know how good, how medium, and how bad you are at observation. And if you are not very great at observation, please polish it, please practice it. The better you are with observation, the better you are with creativity. Okay. And so one thing is observation. Now guys, I will show you one small video.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, how can we polish our observation?
I'm giving an example for that. Okay. So one, how will you know that how good you are? And second, how will you polish? I will give you two videos. They are activities, and with those activities, you'll understand how good you are. And then I'll tell you how to polish it. Okay. All right. So all of you, please look at my screen. I will be playing a small video. You have to look at the video and you have to count the number of balls dodged by players and tell me. Okay. Observe the video nicely. See what instructions are given and you have to count. Have you done those images where you have to count, where two similar images where you have to pick the differences?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I have done.
Seven differences, same pictures, and you have to find
yes.
out the differences. Great. So those are the exercises which are done for observation. I will show you one similar video. You don't have to pick the difference. It's a scene going on and you have to do as you're asked. Okay, so let me show you. Okay. I hope this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The video?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the video?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I think I'll have to again. 1 second. Now you'll be able to see. Now can you see a black screen with the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All right. So for next 1.5 minutes, please look at the screen very carefully. There are two teams playing, one in black, one in white. You have to count the number of balls dodged by team in white. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Or
ma'am.
no? Okay. I'm starting the video, okay?
This is a test of selective attention. Count how many times the players wearing white pass the basketball.
Please keep counting.
1.
How many passes did you count?
How many passes, guys? Come on, quickly.
12.
It was 9.
13.
11.
Write in chat, quickly
11.
write in chat. Quick,
12.
start writing in chat.
13.
12.
Okay.
12.
12, 9,
12.
13, 11, 12. Great.
12.
15. Okay. Keep writing. Come on. Quick. Be quick, guys. Fashion students, design students, they have to be the quickest. Come on, quick. All right, great. Now let's see how many were there. Check.
The correct answer is 15 passes.
So the students who could see all 15, who could count all 15, they are relatively good at observation. Okay. Did you see one more thing? Can anybody tell me one more thing
Ma'am,
you
you're not.
noticed in that
Ma'am,
entire
your
video?
voice is breaking.
Any other observations you did while you were counting the balls? What was happening around? Can you tell me? Or were you all
There
just
was a man wearing a gorilla costume passing by.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, okay. How many of you did see the gorilla? How many of you did not see? Raise your hands. Did not see any gorilla in the video. Okay. All right. All right. Would you like to see where it was? Should
Yes,
I
ma'am.
show?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Now check. Now check.
But did you see the gorilla?
Okay.
Now, did you notice the gorilla?
This video is from research by Daniel Simon.
Okay. So this was a small video shown to you people. So everybody who counted 15 passes and also figured the gorilla, they're relatively good at observation. Keep it up, guys, and keep polishing it. The others whose numbers were here and there, you need to practice. Keep practicing. And now I will give you one more video quickly. Okay, it's a crime scene. And now you have to, while they are talking, a lot of things, you will see that things around are changing. So you have to look at that crime scene and count the number of changes and let me know. All right, quickly now we will do it. And okay. Can you see my screen now? Or can you just see me?
No, ma'am.
I'll do that. Let me share. Let me share. Okay. So it's a crime scene coming up, guys. Now you can see it, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Great, great. It's a crime scene, as you can see. You will, while they are talking, few things you will see changing. Keep counting and keep a notice of what changed. If you want, you can just write it down because there'll be so many things. And we'll discuss. Okay. Chalo, look at the video.
Clearly, somebody in this room murdered Lord Smythe, who, at precisely 3:34 this afternoon, was brutally bludgeoned to death with a blunt instrument. I want each of you to tell me your whereabouts at precisely the time that this dastardly deed took place.
I was polishing the brass in the master bedroom.
I was buttering his lordship's scones below stairs, son. I was planting my petunias in the batting shed. Constable, arrest Lady Smythe. Did you know, madam, as any horticulturist will tell you, one does not plant petunias until May is out. Take her away. It's just a matter of observation.
All right, guys. So how many changes did you notice?
Flower pot.
Yeah, give me the
Ma'am, but
numbers.
deer
Give me the
moved.
numbers. Number. Come on. There were so many changes. Come on, give me the numbers.
Ma'am, 6.
Just unmute yourself and tell me the numbers. Okay, 5, 6, 7.
3.
Come on, you guys can say it. You don't have to write everything in chat. Keep talking to me. 7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 6, 8. Tell me. Come on, talk to me.
Ma'am, 6 changes.
6 changes, okay.
8 changes.
More. 8 changes, all right. 10, okay. Come on.
Ma'am, I
6, ma'am.
noticed 8.
Is there anybody who could not notice even one?
8.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have people who have who got 10 changes and the people who could not get even one change. Okay, perfect. Everything is fine. Now, I'll show you how many changes. Okay. Look at this screen again.
The real question is, how observant were you?
Now see. There were 21 changes and see how they were done.
Clearly, somebody in this room murdered Lord Smythe, who, at precisely 3:34 this afternoon, was brutally bludgeoned to death with a blunt instrument. I want each of you to tell me your whereabouts at precisely the time that this dastardly deed took place.
I was polishing the brass in the master bedroom.
I was buttering his lordship's scones below stairs, sir. But I was planting my petunias in the potting shed. Constable, arrest Lady Smythe.
All right. Now,
Yes,
did you notice how they did the changes, 21 changes in such a small time? So now coming back to the question, very small detailing was changed, and that's why I showed you this video. So the people who want to really work on their observation, there are a lot of such videos available. Please take a test every day, and you can all in 21 days you will be able to learn all of this. Okay, you'll get better. Clear? Understood? So in
Yes, ma'am.
case you want to be more creative, make sure that you're more empathetic, make sure you're more observant. And last thing, make sure that you know how to write down everything. Okay. Have you people heard of brainstorming?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Brainstorming. Have you people made mind maps?
Yes.
Great. So now tell me, on what topics have you done the mind maps? Quickly, quick answers. Quick.
For a lesson which we learn like in
For whatever
physics,
you have done, you just have to tell me your topics on which you have made the mind maps.
physics chapter.
Okay.
history,
Okay. What
Planning.
else?
planning, business chapter.
Okay. Okay.
A daily schedule.
Okay. Okay. So now tell me, what do you guys understand by the term brainstorm? What is brainstorming?
High thinking, intellectual process.
Generating
It's all the creative ideas at the top of your head.
Okay, let's not make it very sound this difficult. Brainstorming is nothing, just lots and lots of thoughts coming in your brain. That's all. Okay, it can be creative, cannot be creative. If I say, if I take a word, let's say I take a word like movies. So now the moment you'll hear movies, you'll have so many ideas in your head, so many names and so many scenes of movies in your brain, in your mind, right? So brainstorm is nothing but cluster of so many thoughts in your brain. It has nothing to do with how creative they are or how creative they are not. Brainstorming about blood relations. Okay. Where can you find the videos? I'll give you the link. Everything is available on YouTube. If you still cannot find, get in touch with me. I'll send you many videos like this. Okay. I hope that answers the question, Anushri. Okay. So guys, coming back to brainstorming, writing everything that is in your brain on paper is an art. Okay. Sometimes while we are sitting on laptop and working, okay, or you people are sitting on your phones doing social media, you also in mind, you know what homework is left, what your parents gonna say, what time you have to reach home. Can you understand what am I trying to say? When
Yes.
at one time you have so many thoughts going on, kahan jana hai, I have to go here, I have to meet my friends, I have to do my homework, I have to eat this today, I want to eat this today, I want to wear this. Sometimes you have so many thoughts going on in your mind, so many thoughts. All that clutter is in your brain. That's a brainstorm. Every time, and there is another thing. If I give you a project and I tell you to, okay, please give me information of, let's say, on fashion weeks. So all the thoughts that will come in your brain, that will be brainstorming. When you will have all those things from your brain on a paper, when you'll start putting your thoughts on paper. So what you will have on the paper will be a mind map. All right. So everything in your mind, that's brainstorming. Once you've put all that on the paper, that sheet, that piece of work becomes your mind map. Clear? Being creative students, you should have this ability of putting everything on paper, what you have in mind. In a way, when we say that, okay, this is my vision, this is my view, this is my creativity and my idea, how will you show it to people? How do you show it to people? Either you write it down, or you sketch it, right? Or you make boards. You do make boards, right? So this art of putting everything that you have in mind, you want to tell people, putting it on paper is mind mapping. All right. So now let's do a small mind map quickly so that you understand it further. Just, do you have white sheets in front of you?
Yes,
Small
ma'am.
white paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Just take it out that. Just take out that quickly. We'll do a 4-minute brainstorm session. Okay, take out the white sheet of paper. In the center, write your name and circle it. Come on, quick. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So you can see it on my screen, the art to map your mind, that's brainstorming. Take out a paper, write in, should I help you? Should I show you how to do it? So take a white sheet, okay, white sheet, small, big, whatever. Write your name in the center and circle it, okay? Then shoot out 5 arrows out of that circle in all the directions. Like this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see where am I showing this to you?
Yes.
Okay. Done this much?
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
come back on my screen. There are 5 points written. Likes, dislikes, ambitions. These are your subheadings. So the arrows you have taken out, please write these subheadings and circle them.
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
Yeah, sure. I am saying the 5 points. Can you see the 5 points on my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you've written your name, take out 5 arrows and write these subheadings. These 5 points are the subheadings for your mind map.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me show you. See. Clear, guys?
Yes.
All right.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt. Can you show me once more?
Yeah, sure. Just visible?
Yes.
Okay, these are just the subheading. So now I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. What you have to do, just think about yourself, all about yourself as an individual. Close your eyes for like 10 seconds. Think about yourself and write down about yourself, everything that comes under these 5 parameters. Okay? It is your own mind map. You have to write about yourself. I'm sure you won't have done this before because technically how mind maps are taught, you do it when you have a particular, particular inspiration given or a topic given. But this is very important when you want to work on yourself, you want to see how good you are at and what are the areas you need to work on and not work on. And when you're polishing yourself, you need to do your own mind map. Okay. So now Just write about your likes. So whatever in this world you like, as many things as you want, just in front of the likes, just write down all of those things. Write your dislikes, write about your ambitions, whatever you want to become in this life, whatever your values are, whatever your fears. My watch, I'll give you 1 minute. No, I'll give you 1.5 minutes. Just quickly write, just quickly fill the sheet and just simply write about yourself. Okay, clear? Any questions? If any questions, please put it in chat or ask me and start writing this. Just write on your sheet. Any questions, please ask me. Done, guys? If you've done, please show it to me on your screens. Would like to see. Don't beautify it. Just write whatever comes to your mind and just be true to yourself. Done? Anybody would like to show? People who would like to show, just switch on their cameras, show me this sheet so that I can tell them how it is done. And then they can go back. Done, guys? Come on, quick. You've taken more than 3 minutes. Done, please show. Just put it on your screens. Just put the sheet on your screen and I'll be able to see.
Yes, ma'am, I have done.
Just show me on the screen. Great. Thank you. Amulya, yeah, I can see yours. It's nice. Done. Great, great. Anybody else would like to show?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, keep giving me a thumbs up. If you don't want to show, no worries. At least give me a thumbs up on the screen so that I know most of you have done and I can, move further. Okay.
Ma'am, I want to.
Yes. Shilpi, please show.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, it is visible. It is visible. Great. It looks nice. Looks nice. Thank
Actually,
you.
it just took time for my dislike. So after thing, so I just got to know that I don't like Karela.
Great. Put it there. Just write it. See, this exercise is for this. Sometimes a lot of things we don't know about ourselves, and sometimes, while we are writing, we think about them. Otherwise, we don't even think about it. So it is very important to do a mind map of your own from time to time, and you will see that you are getting better with a lot of things. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else wants to show quickly?
Thank
Give me
you,
a
ma'am.
thumbs up. Yes, somebody said something.
I said thank you.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Well. All right, people show thumbs up if you've done. Quick, because at the end I'll be checking and you have to add on to this mind map. So quickly finish it. Don't think too hard about yourself. Whatever is there coming to your mind, just write that. Keep it very light, simple. Let it go in any direction.
Ma'am,
Okay,
I've
okay.
done get to C9.
Sorry?
I have done it.
Sure. Yeah, good. All right. All right, guys. Now, please keep your mind maps in front of you. And I would just like to know about one part, that is fears. Can you tell me what all you have written under the fears? Quickly, just unmute yourself and tell me. That's all.
Disappointment.
Okay. What else?
Missing
Being dead.
opportunities. Losing family members.
Losing
Okay.
Not
Okay.
meeting my parents.
Being judged.
Being judged. Okay.
being
Not having a good idea.
Not being appreciated.
Okay. Not being appreciated.
Losing
Being alone.
Not having a solution.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay. Keep
people.
going. People. Somebody said people.
Yes, ma'am. Also
Fear
blood
of people.
and
Okay.
yeah, not getting what
Okay.
I want from life all at the end of the day.
All right.
Height.
Not having an output.
Okay.
Missing
Okay.
opportunities.
Okay.
Not capable of doing things for which I am potential.
Okay. What else, guys? Come on. What else? Fears. Just give me fears. Nobody's
Sudden change of
scared of
events.
their parents. In my fear, I first wrote my dad. Anyway. Okay. Tell me. Keep telling me.
hydrophobic.
Okay. Okay. What
Being
else?
Fear of being dead.
Fear of being dead. Okay.
Darkness.
Darkness.
Social issues.
Okay. Social. Okay.
Fear of not achieving my dreams.
Okay. Achieving your dreams. Okay.
Failure.
Okay.
Not getting attached to anyone.
Getting attached. Okay.
Not getting attached to
Not
anyone.
getting attached. Okay. Okay. So, okay, children, quickly, let me just tell you why out of your entire mind map, I'm asking you about your fears, because one thing, understand your fears are different and your phobias are different. So people writing water, height, darkness, they're phobias, okay? So we'll not talk about the phobias because they're medical conditions and they're very light, nothing to worry about. But when you people at this age telling me fears like people, social media, fear of stage fear, missing someone, losing opportunity, and not being successful, come on people, you are in an age of achieving a lot of things. You are in a right age of taking risks. Why am I saying this? Because these fears are nothing. They're just bubbles around you, which you feel they are fears. Try working on them and try getting rid of them. You can always overcome these fears by practicing, by working on it, by taking help from family, friends, self-help also. So these fears will always pull you back in life. They will not let your creative mind ignite. That is why this term fears was put in the mind map, and I'm talking about only one point in your mind map. That these fears will not, even if you do lots and lots of creative work, you learn creativity, you learn a lot of things, you do observation, you design day and night. But if you have fears in life, they will not let your brain condition. So if you want to have a sharp brain, if you want to polish yourself, your personality, your mind, make sure you're working on your fears and you don't have any such fear. Right now, you all are very young to think of this. Okay, so think about it and then park it. You don't have to bring them in the mainstream, and just think about now training yourself, training your brain, and making a career prospect for yourself from now on. No workshop will give you these points on how to make yourself better and ready for upcoming career in design. That's why I'm giving you these points. That's why I've added this in my presentation so that you know where and when to work on yourselves. Okay, so we will get back to this sheet. Keep this sheet with you. And now I'll be taking up the most important and a very, something that is right now ongoing in the industry and academics. I will be talking about storyboards with you. I hope you all know what are storyboards.
Yes, ma'am.
What are storyboards? Can you see a storyboard on my screen?
Visual depiction of a story.
What's
Group of pictures which tells a story.
what is a storyboard according to you? Is it something new you have heard, or have you been doing it before? Come on, say, speak up, keep, or you can write.
It's something new.
It's even written on my screen, but can you see the image on my screen? Guys,
Yes.
that's a storyboard. I agree with you when you say it's visual representation of any narrative. Basically, it's a narrative. So what I have on my screen is not an inspiration board. It's not a mood board. It's not a color board. It's a storyboard. Storyboard is nothing but your story, the idea behind your story depicted on it. Clear? Now, these days, like there was a time when we used to do a lot of boards, but now storyboards have come in picture since a few years, wherein your capability of putting your thoughts again on the paper, like what we did mind map. So this is a visual representation of that. With your storyboard, if you submit a storyboard to me, with your storyboard, I can map out how creative you are, how good you are at communication, and how good your idea is. Okay, so storyboard is nothing. It is another creative visual board that depicts your story, your planning in a better way. It will have all the elements. It will have your entire story. It will have your inspiration. It will have your selected fabrics or any other accessory, any other element that you have taken, and it will have your final idea. So how from an inspiration you go towards your final idea is your story, and that how you depict on a board is your storyboard. Clear? Easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me where all storyboards are used. You can't use it everywhere. If you are a textile student, you will have to give them a color board. But tell me where all majorly a storyboard is used.
When trying to shoot any type of video or
Yes.
film, short film, anything.
Okay, let me show you. Majorly, a storyboard is used in your creative fashion projects that can be related to styling, that can be related to a new collection, textiles, and even your accessories, also photography. Photographers also and stylists also use storyboards rather than doing a lot of boards, and it's easy to narrate a story and give your audience or your client a better picture. Okay, so majorly storyboards are used in fashion projects, films and advertisements, animations and marketing campaigns. Okay, I will tell you. Do you people use Swiggy, Zomato,
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Myntra?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
during their sales, they send you those images which have a lot of things in it. During cricket, during mega sales, they send you
Yes,
those
ma'am.
videos, have the sale thing and images and offer. Okay, this and this % off on shoes and garments and this and that. They are all storyboards, right? So that you look at one image and So they are the marketing campaigns. And if I give an examples of films and animations, the best example in front of you are comics. Have you read comics? I don't know how many of you
Yes,
read
ma'am.
comics.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
people
Yes,
read
ma'am.
comics? Give me
Yes,
the
ma'am.
names of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
comics. Give me the names of the comics.
Ma'am, even like webtoons and
Batman.
all have
Yeah.
storybooks.
There are even small sections in your newspapers, tabloids, where you have that representation where every scene is given, one after the other. So that's a story. Okay. So in very layman's term, a storyboard is nothing but a visual representation of your idea, which narrates your story visually. You can use mannequins, fashion figures, accessories, fabrics, pictures, anything. There are a lot of kinds that you can make a storyboard. You can make a manual storyboard made of hand. You can make a digital storyboard. You can make you can use a lot of storyboard templates from internet and use them. You can use video storyboards. If you're in graphics, if you're in multimedia, UI UX designer, then you can do video storyboards. Okay. How many of you have seen Bahubali? Have you seen Bahubali, the movie? Anybody?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Anybody?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In the starting of the movie, the comic clips are there, which gives you a hint of what's happening in the movie. Okay, there are those comic strips that are working. That is an absolute example of a storyboard. Okay, now did you understand what's a storyboard? It's very important. It is used very widely in the colleges, in the industry. When you're doing your projects, make sure you make storyboards. Also, at a lot of entrance exams, you are asked to make a storyboard. So understand what's a storyboard and accordingly practice. I am here. I'll give you an example. Now, can you see this? This is a fashion storyboard. It was made on the color of the year 2013. We had a green emerald color. So can you see the whole story? You can see the accessories. They have given the name, which gives you the era of where these clothes have come from. And they've written. So can you see the entire fashion story going on? So when you see an image like this, you'll understand that, okay, this is a fashion storyboard. Okay, let me show you marketing storyboard. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
What is a storyboard?
Yes, ma'am.
It is about an app, related to an app. So how a storyboard is done? They have put the narratives. They have also put the recommendations, and they've also put the conversation between the person. Okay, what time will he check the app? How can he check the app? The interface of the app is written where they have the tabs mentioned. So this is an entire storyboard. What is it doing? He is communicating you about the app. And at the end, they're very happy with the service. If you can see at the end. Okay. So this is how you represent if you are doing a storyboard for any marketing, for any product, for any app, for any digital product. This is an example I'm showing you, that you have to put a problem area and you have to give an outcome. Okay, this happens with product. This doesn't happen in fashion storyboards. And the last, I am giving you an animation, a movie, a short video. This, one second. Yeah. So this is a storyboard of a comic. This is used in comic as well as for the movie. So this is shot by shot depiction. Can you see one after the other?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So storyboards are widely used for animation, widely used for movies. From there, it is now picking up in fashion as well. And because it is one of the best ways to narrate a story. The better you can narrate your story, the better the person can understand and you can sell. Understand? If you can manage to make it easy to understand by the other person, half of your work is done. So this is the way. And now coming back to all the slides and all the activities we have done, you have to be very observant. Sorry.
Okay, Miss,
So come again. What did you miss?
मेरे को एक डाउट था, मतलब जो स्कूल्स के एडमिशन ओपन के जो बोर्ड्स लगते हैं, देन उसमें डिफरेंट टाइप्स के एक्टिविटीज के पिक्चर होते हैं, देन उसके नीचे उनकी डिटेल्स वगैरह होती है, तो वो भी एक स्टोरी बोर्ड में आएगा?
Absolutely. That will be a marketing storyboard. Because they want you to understand, okay, we have all of this, and so that you don't have a question to them, everything is written. So it's again a story. They're giving you a picture of what we have in our school. So that is also an example of a marketing storyboard.
Ma'am,
Okay.
isn't it pamphlet?
Sorry?
Pamphlet नहीं होता वो?
Pamphlet is a final product. Okay, if this is my final product and I print it out and give it to you like a pamphlet. Pamphlet is what? It's a marketing tool. Storyboard is a way. So you can use storyboard to market your product. Okay, these are the ways. Pamphlet is a product. Understood the difference? Pamphlet design करने के लिए भी मुझे एक storyboard चाहिए जो मैं pamphlet पे print करा के and then I will distribute so that people who are reading my pamphlet can understand what am I selling. Clear? So that's, yeah.
Ma'am, even when we are trying to buy like any product in like Amazon or Flipkart, in the last two slides they usually show like the like how you use it or the like ingredients present in that. So that also comes under storyboard.
No, that's not a storyboard. No.
Okay.
That's not a storyboard. That's just information. See, when they're giving you a video how to use it, it's a DIY process so that you understand yourself that this has to be used like this. It's not an entire story. Story will be when they will show you the entire process. These days, I'll tell you, when you will look at the products which are coming by the new startups, let's say, I'll tell you, I'll just give you an example. These days, we have a lot of beauty products which are vegan, sulfate-free, very natural range of shampoos and cosmetics. So what they do, when they are marketing it on Instagram, they put an entire video of the process that we are picking the raw material from here and processing it in our, labs, and they're getting packed. Have you seen those kinds of videos?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
They are storyboards because they are telling the entire story. Once you have seen the entire video, you don't have any questions. You have an idea about the product. You know what it is. Okay, so that's a story where they've shown the entire process from the beginning till the end product. That's a storyboard. So that is the difference. One is information, one is the ideation. So how to present your ideation is your storyboard. All right? Yes, it's never the end product. It's the process to reach the end product, and the story how you have taken the inspiration and given a projection of a product. It's just that. All right. Any more questions on this? No questions?
Miss, one question.
Yeah.
Miss, I have one question.
Yeah.
मैं शॉप्स के ऊपर जो बोर्ड्स होते हैं देन वो भी मार्केटिंग में आएंगे?
Shops के ऊपर board होते हैं, they're signage boards. They have their name, right?
नो मिस कुछ बोर्ड्स में डिटेल्स भी होती है, मतलब कि जैसे मतलब वहाँ पे ऐसे लिखा हुआ आता है ना कि इन मतलब कैटेगरीज वाइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होते कि इनके मिलेंगे आई थिंक सो ऐसा,
हाँ,
तो वो
that is information. This comes under graphic. It comes under information design, where things are designed to give you an idea about the brand. Okay, it has nothing to do with why we do we do storyboards to create something new. We do storyboards to show a story, a journey, either of a product or a service or something new that we are creating. What you are asking me is a signage board. That is for information. If I will not write what I have, then people might not enter my store. So that's absolutely information design. It comes under graphics, multimedia design, okay, web designing. So it is a part of that. Storyboards are, guys, anytime. Storyboards are, again, understand, they are only visual representation. Visuals, you need to have visuals in front of you and then you understand the whole product. That's all. If it is important for you all, because now you will be doing, you all are studying, you all will have to make storyboards for your exams, you all will be doing creations, collections, new products, let's say new technology, new innovations, but how to present it, how to put it in front of teachers, faculties, mentors, how to show it, this is one way that you create a storyboard out of it. Storyboard shows how authentic your idea is, how creative it is, and how it started and how it will look like. That is all. All right? It's just that depiction. So now what you have to do, if you've understood, just go back to your mind map and now make it like a storyboard of yourself. This you can do, you can take your time, you don't have to show it to me. If you want to show it to me, you can please be connected with me on Instagram, I am on LinkedIn. You can show me your work, make it, send it to me. Just the mind maps you have done, turn your mind maps, and now you do your mind maps like a storyboard for yourself. You can use images, you can sketch, you can put stickers, you can do anything you want and turn your mind map into a storyboard. Understood? Understood the project?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Yes, no, maybe? Quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If not, please ask me. Yes. It's very interesting. And why am I asking you to do this again? Because understand, guys, it is a skill set when you can put everything you think of on papers. This entire art will help you excel a lot of things. Sometimes you have a very creative idea in mind and you can't even put it on papers. So it remains here, right? So learn this. This will help you in making your sketching better, giving you a creative bent, and also polishing your creative side. Like somebody asked me that how can we become more creative? When you practice these things, your creative mind starts to, get better. So these are few things you need to know for your academic excellence and your professional careers. Please learn these things, keep practicing these things. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. We are here to help. Please ask.
Ma'am, where can I contact you for my story?
You can be in touch with anyone from TDV team. I am there on Instagram with my name. I am there on LinkedIn. If there's anything, you can put a question to any one of us and we'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
So, ma'am, it's me, Shilpi. I have send you a connection over LinkedIn.
I'll check that. Don't worry. Let me just get over with this session. Let me ask you, hear you people properly. Once I'll check, I'll definitely get connected to you. Anything else? Anything you people did not, understand in my presentation? You want to ask more? Yes.
Ma'am, should there be like a flow in the story when we are writing we are drawing the storyboard?
See, it will look like a story only if it's interconnected. So you have to connect the dots. Maybe the elements can be different, but you have to connect the dots. Then it will look like a story. And once you have weaved all the connections into a story, then the end product will look like your ideation. Okay, so that's why the name says storyboard, because you can't have a product without a story. There has to be some story behind it, right?
Yes.
So you have to weave those components.
Ma'am, I do have a question. So like while doing the storyboard, so can we like mention or like single or like 2 lines about that in that like storyboard only?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not only pictures. You have your text, you have your fabric swatches, you have your accessory pictures. It's a complete board. Sometimes you can't write something, but you have a picture of it. Put the picture. Sometimes you don't have a picture, you have to write. So it is a mix. Like, let me go back to my screen and let me show you. You can, yeah. Can you see this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This one. See, everything is written as well, though it's depicted. And if you come close and see this, you can see where the inspiration is taken, for what product it is taken, and how that product is made. Illustration of the product is also done. Photos are also done. What she has taken from the internet is also there. So every entire thing is there in one storyboard. The fabrics are also there, and how and where the fabrics are used in that accessory. She has done a cap. Everything is there. So with this one sheet, one board, you can see all the things. You can put your hand-drawn sketches. You can sketch in between, paste pictures, write it, put post-its. You can put those cutouts. Everything can be done. You can put whatever you need to show your idea and your story in a storyboard. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम
Yes.
बट आपने जो हमें दिया लाइक खुद के ऊपर वाला जो हमने जो माइंड मैप बनाया उसमें वो इंटरकनेक्टेड हम कैसे दिखा सकते हैं लाइक वो सब तो अलग अलग टॉपिक्स लाइक लाइक्स डिसलाइक्स एम्बिशंस तो ये सब में उन लोग इंटरकनेक्टेड कैसे होंगे?
It is all connected to you. You are the main inspiration on that board. So everything, they are different parts of you, but they're connected to you. They're your likes, they're your fear, they're your ambitions, right? So they're all connected to you. So what you have done, you have to make your own storyboard. You are your inspiration. In your mind map, you're not creating another product. We have a product. You are the product, okay? So here you are an inspiration. You have to just mention the things. How beautifully you can mention those things, that depends on you. Let's say I like chocolates, I like trees. So what I'll do when I'm doing my mind map and I'm turning my mind map into my storyboard, probably I'll start sketching some chocolates and some trees near my likes, and I'm going to fill my sheet. So, at the end, it'll look like that, okay, I am there and I have a bubble on my head, and under my head, I have so many things in the cloud. So I have sketched all the things I like. I have pasted the pictures of things I like. I have mentioned my ambitions and everything. So, it'll be like a board at the end when you filled it with all the information. Okay, about
yes, ma'am, got it.
About the story. You're creating your own story, okay?
Yes,
understood?
ma'am, got it. Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, so we will be just going on a halt now. A lot of you are asking so many questions. Let me answer one by one. So there's one question that you want to revisit, or maybe if you want a recording of the session, it is available on YouTube. We'll share the link. You can reach out to respective faculty members or the admin members with whomsoever you are in touch with. you can reach out to them for the link. We'll share the link. You can revisit the whole session again and again. Just get and observe whatever is you think that you might have skipped. Another thing that, yes, Megha ma'am, we will invite you again after seeing the engagement, and I am just getting that vibe that okay, there is some lot more to learn from you, and a student can take benefit of it. So we will soon align a session with ma'am again, students. For that, you have to fill. Thank you so much. It was an amazing session, ma'am. Truly, we will continue the Q&A session. Latika ma'am has joined in, so we wanted her to tell a little bit more about the institution from where you are. So, students, there is one institution name which you have heard a lot many times from ma'am, from us, that this session was by TDV, the Design Village, which is in Noida. And just to know more about the Design Village, I would like to invite Latika ma'am with us. So, Latika ma'am, are you there?
Yes, Akanksha. Hello, good evening. Hi,
Hi,
Megha.
good evening, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Good guys, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for
guys. Can we unmute and say good evening at least?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Louder.
Good evening,
ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Great to see you all. Thank you so much, Akanksha. And I hope you've had a great session with Megha. Guys, I am not putting on my camera. I'll just put it off once to say hello to you. But I'm a little casually dressed up and at home. So, but it's okay. I mean, if you guys are okay, I'm not as fancily dressed up as Megha or Akanksha here. But yes.
It's always good to have you, ma'am. Your energy is like that. Spreading it is so good. So it's okay, ma'am. It's okay. Yes. We love to see you.
Great. So how are you all doing?
Great.
Great,
ma'am.
All set up for your making careers and prepared for NID, NIFT and all other things? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Akanksha, can I just take over straight away from you?
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Please.
Great. So guys, first of all, a very good evening and thank you for sparing your time on a Saturday evening. I mean, you guys are not watching a match, you're not going out pubbing, you're not enjoying, but you're sitting here and attending a session. I'm very impressed. So first of all, this is an amazing opportunity for me to interact with you all here. And after this amazing session with Megha, I have been in a lot of sessions with her, and her energy and her basic concepts also, really ignite your inner thought process and your process of basic understanding, unlearning, conditioning, and so many aspects of design, right? You can nod your head.
Yes,
Or you
ma'am.
can just do like this.
Yes, ma'am.
We have some more cameras on. I mean, it's good to see people who you are interacting with. Otherwise, this online thing is so weird that you don't even really know who's on the other side. Can we have some more cameras on? If it's okay with you guys, it's okay. I am also casually dressed up in my t-shirt and at my home. So come on, Preeti, Himanshi. Thank you, Preeti. Shilpi, Urvashi. Some more people. Great. Chalo, I'm happy. So just to introduce you to the Design Village, the purpose of doing this design workshop was that one, you understand what is our ideology of design. And number two, that yes, we wish you all get through the best of colleges, but in life in general, you should always have plan B, plan C, and even a plan D. That you get into your choice of college, into a NIFT, the top 5, the top 7, whatever you want to have as your wish list, or you crack through an ID. We would really wish you that you do that. But if not, what is your plan B? So that is how the private colleges come into picture, because they bridge the gap between what the industry wants and what is being taught, right? So if, I don't know how many of you are typically for fashion, a lot of you? How many people are here for fashion? At least the ones who their screens are on, you could just do like this. Okay, great. And how many for communication design or graphics and communication kind of a thing? Great. Okay. And other silos, I assume there are more people. So guys, a little brief or a quick introduction about the Design Village. TDV, as you all may know, or you can go and check now, is a design college based out in Noida. And what it provides to you is that Noida is the apparel city of India. It is it is going to be it is the second best place to stay. And in terms of economy, it is the second most growing city in India. After Mumbai, it is the second most growing city. So what it gives to you in terms of opportunities is a vast scope of design related careers. And at the Design Village, we believe in sustainability. And that is the new concept. It is not really new. People know about it. But post-COVID, people have really started thinking on those lines. During COVID, when we all were at home, we were studying from home, we were working from home. How many of us wore anything apart from our night suits? The most comfortable t-shirt and our shorts, right? And if anybody would tell at that time that please switch on your Zoom camera, you'd always have to say, please give me 2 minutes, because you'd rush, change into something decent, brush your hair and come back. That is what the impact of COVID had on everything, and especially the fashion industry. So many buying houses closed, so many export houses closed. There were no weddings, no movies, nothing. Now everybody has come back to revenge shopping, to revenge traveling. So, there is impulsive buying. But as a designer, your career should be not on some skill that tomorrow, yesterday it was COVID, tomorrow it could be something else. At TDV, we believe that if you do what everybody else is doing, you will be where everybody else is. And if you need to be different, you have to think out of the box. But please also know there is no box. So you have to think outside of your imaginary box. So imagine the level of thinking that you have to do. And there are 10,000 graduates passing out each year. Why and how would you be different? All the people who raise their hands for fashion, how many of you have ever worn a Manish Malhotra? Is there anybody who has? Is there anybody who has worn a Sabyasachi? By the way, I have 3 Manish Malhotra replicas and I love wearing them. I love flaunting them. And I carry them so well that, they're as if they're originals. And that is what the concept in India is. You need to have a career where you can be your own boss. You can make your own thing. So many of us also know Sabyasachi was not even a fashion designer. When he did his graduation from NIFT Kolkata, he was a knitwear or an accessory designer. And Manish Malhotra even didn't go to NIFT. So if you have to make something different out of your life, of your career, you have to do different. TDB in its own essence is, as a college, provides up to 100% scholarship. There is only a 1:10 or 1:15 student teacher ratio, which means that we only take about 125 students for UG program, and there are over 7 specializations. So while you are studying your program, you're only a batch of 15 to 20 students, because design is not like a BA BCom. Somebody came, wrote on the board and you all made notes. It is, you need to have that extra skill, that thinking ability, the ability to have an impact through design. And that's how we take very less students so that we can give you individual attention. Also, for fashion, there's a designer called Mozi. Just Google him. He takes 12 students from the world to intern under him. And from India, the only student he has ever selected, and please, you can Google all your colleges and see, I'm being a little snob here, that you can Google all the places and see that he visited every college in India. But the only student he has ever selected from India is Sumit Gautam from Punjab, who's currently in Paris, interning under him, and has also got an opportunity at Chanel. No Indian directly gets an opportunity of an international internship. It is only through your partner colleges that you're able to get that. We at TDV assure international internships for 1 full semester. So for one full 5 months, you are either interning in Paris, Switzerland, Europe, many parts. So that is the concept. Another beautiful and amazing thing, why I'm telling you of international is because after COVID, you need to understand and realize that design at a global platform has opened its door for a lot of students. So first year, your first semester intern orientation program is outside India. TDV gives you an all-inclusive 1 week of international orientation. And the idea is so that you understand design at a global platform from the beginning itself. There are international master classes, there's international internship, there is international exchange, there's international orientation. All this brings you so much of exposure that you really understand design at a global platform. Guys, you're so quiet. It's like monologue कि मैं बोली ही जा रही हूँ, 2-3 लोग क्यूटली स्क्रीन पे स्माइल कर रहे हैं, बाकी तो अभी कुछ कुछ इधर उधर हो ही गए हैं कि भैया ये तो अभी थोड़ी देर और बोलेंगे तो अभी गायब हो जाओ. Is that the case? Even if
No,
it is,
ma'am.
say no.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So you are a very patient audience, Akanksha, I must say. So one of you has also put in the thing like, you know, asking that fees for private colleges very high. Can anybody in on the screen just confirm that how many of you have done your schooling from a government school? Who else? Could some more people tell us that if you've done your schooling from a government school? How many of 84 of you here? Probably 3, 4. And how many of you last went to a government hospital for your treatment? You can put your hands down and now tell me how many of you went to a government hospital. The concept is that unfortunately in India, just 1 second. Yeah, so the issue is that in Indian education system, the way things move, it is very slow. The change is very slow. With all love and due respect to NIFT, it still teaches leather design, whereas leather is banned across the globe. And it is not about a skill that you need to learn. It is about a career that you need to make for yourself. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? Is what it is that it is very important that you understand that you are able to make an impact or a change in society, whichever college you want to go. It does not depend on the college, it is you. Any college will give you wings. It is you who has to fly. Like एक हाथ की 5 उंगलियां बराबर नहीं है, कोई 2 students बराबर नहीं. किसी का left side of the brain is sharper, somebody's right side of the brain is sharper. Somebody's hand motor skills are better, somebody's analytical skills are better. What is your strength is what you should decide. And where it comes to the small thing of, you know, having a higher fees, your return on investment is higher. If you're investing a higher fees, you're able to earn that in just about 2 years, what you're spending in 4 years. So you have to see at the return on investment. And I think that is something what should be the most important. And again, in private colleges, or especially I'm only talking about TDV, that because the number of students is less, the opportunity that each student gets, whether it is no other college will assure you a government internship or a government placement. There are students of TDV who are working with the Prime Minister, with the Chief Minister's office in Jharkhand. There are students who are working with the Ministry of Interiors. There are students who are working with the Ministry of Meghalaya. There are students who are doing their international, masters, whether it is Leeds University, whether it is at Anhalt University, whether it is at l'École, so many places. It gives you the power to transfer your credits, right? And in terms of the international exposure, we are so proud of our students, you know, who were just like you, who were confused when they were about to join. And they have not only made TDV proud, they've made India proud by winning international competitions and representing the only college representing India. Whether it was the biodesign challenge, where I'll give you an example. So what, do you know that India is the largest consumer of oil in the world, right? And it is not just the oil consumption which is high. A typical thing, like we buy that oil in that theli, in that plastic thing, people just cut it. All of our mothers put it in the dispenser, keep it there for half an hour so that even the last drop is used. My mother was so amazing. She's around. I'll talk of it slowly. She would even cut that and roll atta in it so that even that last drop of oil is used. If she hears it, she'll come and slap me. But yeah, so that to prevent that wastage of plastic, because we are the, plastic is the largest waste producer in the world. The students of TDV made oil pellets in form of small tablets. So imagine that एक टेबलेट है, अगर आपको फ्राई करना है तो आप 5 टेबलेट डालो, कुकिंग करना है तो 1 डालो, मसाज करना है तो मे बी 1 या 2 यूज करो. और अगर इतनी सी टेबलेट है तो उसकी पैकिंग कितनी होगी? अगेन स्मॉल. एंड ईच ऑफ दैट पैकिंग आल्सो was totally from biodegradable material, and you could mix it with fodder and feed it to animals. So imagine the kind of sustainability it talks of, right? Another project, Band-Aid. हमें कभी भी चोट लगती है हम सबसे पहले एक Band-Aid बांध लेते हैं. That is the most useless thing because it is a single time use. आप कभी एक Band-Aid तो नहीं use कर सकते, reuse नहीं कर सकते, and it is non-biodegradable. It never gets it never gets dissolved. So the students of TDV in a project worked on making superficial kind of Band-Aid with aloe vera peels and banana peels, and won the award for the best project. So the kind of work that the students are doing, it is so amazing. It is so different that you will fall in love with the kind of work that is being done. The student used Braille technology. You all know what Braille technology is, right? So that even a blind person can tell by touching the garment that what color is he wearing. If you honestly want to make lehengas, lachas, or quad sets which look like night suits, there is more in life. There is much more that you should do, or you can do, or you should do. We as a generation have honestly messed up this world and are gifting to you young designers. We must apologize to you for giving you oceans full of plastic, for the land full of landfills, garments waste, textile waste, plastic waste, hospital waste. We have gifted it to you. And if your generation, who's the future of the world, if you don't work towards it, boss, life is going to be tough for all of us here. So as the designers of the future, you really have to think in terms of sustainability, reusing, upcycling, recycling of any kind of thing. Tomorrow, whether there'll be petrol or not, we don't know. So do we design cars or not? If we are making clothes, how is that after the shelf life of that cloth is over? Will it just go into the landfill? Will it just add to the already polluted land? Or how would it go? So these are some thoughts that I want to leave you guys with. To just once think, when you log off this session, आज Saturday, कुछ मत करना, please. Already तुम लोगों की बहुत class लग गई है. मत आज कुछ मत करना. But maybe tomorrow, day after, sit down and write down on a piece of paper, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? And it could be the most materialistic things. It could be that, oh, I want to own iPhone 20, I want to have a car, I want to be a CEO, I want to have this as my salary, and so many other things. People who still want to see themselves at the top of an organization, you all need to rethink. कि अगर तुम्हें 10 साल बाद भी कहीं नौकरी करके अपनी पोजीशन तुम देख रहे हो, then you need to rethink why are you in the field of design. I think you should take a BB or an MBA. But if you are in design, you should be able to write down these points saying, this is where I see myself. This is how I see myself contributing towards a better world. Not only for yourself, but for your parents, for generations to come, and for everybody. Right? There are
Yes.
so many so many things and examples I can keep giving you. I can keep adding into this conversation. I want you to be those curious ones who just goes to TDV website and says, ma'am जो बोल रही थी वो सच भी है कि नहीं, कि इतने अवार्ड्स जीते और बच्चों ने ये करा वो करा, ये झूठ तो नहीं बोल रही. Please go to the Instagram page, speak to some of the students, tag some of the students on Instagram. There will be always 10% who will be bitching, who will always say, अरे बहुत काम कराते हैं, अरे बहुत मेहनत कराते हैं. So those of you think that design is easy, मत सोचना, boss, it is very tough. But for others, when you hear their stories, when you hear from them, when you get inspired from their story of how they thought at 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and what their thought process has changed now, will make an impact on you. So go to the Instagram page, go to TDV's website, go to LinkedIn, check, verify it for yourself. Don't believe me. Come to TDV, come and meet the students, come and see the campus. The whole campus in itself is so sustainable, and it talks so much of sustainability. We won the award for being the best design campus by Forbes, NDTV, India Building Congress, Education Today, Education World, Most Promising School of the Year, Most Innovative Curriculum, too many things. Students won an award for 10,000 euros at the Cumulus Green Conference. Each student after tax got about 3.5 lakh rupees. For themselves, students like you. And they were, out of 500 colleges from the world, TDV students won the first prize. Imagine the moment of glory for them, for India, for their parents, for us. Such a moment of pride for all of us. And if they could, you could be the next. You could make a mark for yourself. You could make a mark that people remember you for what contribution you made. If you see the kind of projects that the students have interned on, they've worked on making the stationery for Shri Amitabh Bachchan. Imagine the stationery that the most iconic man in India, I'm sure for you, maybe is not, maybe, I don't know, who's your icon of the year, guys? मतलब मैं तो थोड़ी old हूँ, तो मेरे लिए अभी भी Amitabh Bachchan ji is very huge. But probably for you guys, you can unmute and tell who is it. I like Ranbir Kapoor also, by the way. Who are your ideals? But imagine that you have made a stationery for a man who holds that value in India. People look up to him. And the only brief he gave was that in my stationery, there should be something which is close to my roots. So the mitti from the Sangam Nadi, because Amitabh Bachchan ji and Harivansh Rai Bachchan were born in Allahabad, the sand from the Sangam Nadi was taken, and each paper on which his greeting card, his personal card, his letterhead is there, each paper has that sand from the Sangam Nadi. And if I show you the logo, it is so beautiful, so minimalist. Just a Hindi wala he has written, which becomes the of Amitabh and B of Bachchan. Simple gold foiling. Each paper has the sand from Sangam Nadi. So when he's writing to a president or a prime minister, his essence of being close to his roots is there. And the only brief he gave was, I want something which is close to my roots. So it was you as students who were the designers who thought of how to connect those dots of what he wanted and what we gave him. Right? So I will not take any more of your time. I will just wish you all the best and would love to host you at TDV. Please come by, visit us, get Akanksha ma'am along, get sir along, and it'll be amazing to host you at the campus. And I am so sure that you will fall in love with the energy at the Design Village.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting. Piyush sir is also here with us. Hi, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. I'm good. How about you?
All well, sir.
Krishna sir is also here. So yeah, I think we should end the session. It was too long. It was very informative. I hope you guys absorb as much as you can, and please revisit the session on YouTube if you want to, and please fill out the form, feedback form.
I hope you all had a good time. See, we are open to criticism, but we love appreciation. So you can criticize us, but we would love to be appreciated for whatever time we've spent with you. And I was
It was amazing, ma'am.
I've been very patient and very nice. And The best part was that you were asking questions, which means you were listening. Yeah.
Okay, we'll take 5 quick feedback. Any one of you can unmute and just tell how was the session overall. Any 5 feedback, just 5. कुछ भी बोल दो.
Ma'am, the session was great.
Thank you, Pratham. Great. Anyone? Any other one?
Ma'am, it was amazing.
Informative.
Sorry?
And very informative.
Very informative. Very nice. Very good, ma'am. Sushma is saying
Yes,
very good.
ma'am, I got to learn a lot today.
Great, great.
Her smile is
Mentor.
every compliment.
Yes, ma'am, Megha ma'am is amazing. Yeah. We are inviting her again. Okay, another 2. Just 2.
Ma'am, Megha ma'am was good, but Latika ma'am was giving goosebumps time to time. She was so
Latika ma'am. We have different fan base altogether.
I love you too.
Ma'am, we love you.
You all will meet Latika ma'am very soon.
Very soon. We will be going to TDV campus in the month of December. After looking at your schedule of exam, we will be planning it soon. So yeah. Okay,
and
guys.
I promise you, when you are at TDV, it will be triple times the fun, and believe me on it. It will be your best campus visit ever, anywhere.
I can vouch for it. I know your energy. Cool, guys. I request you all to please fill the feedback form. This is very, very, very important because upcoming updates we'll be sharing with the students who have filled the form, and then they can have access to video links which Megha ma'am will be sharing. I know some of you have asked in the session that where can we get more case studies and links, right? The observation link, remember? So we'll be sharing the link with only one who has filled the feedback form. So please, it's a request. Please fill the feedback form. Krishna sir has shared the link in the chat, and we'll be sharing it in the group as well. Now, Piyush sir will continue the session. Thank you, Latika ma'am. Thank you, Megha ma'am.
Thank you
it was
so
amazing
much.
having you.
Guys, good, bad, ugly, whatever you liked, you hated, please fill the feedback form. It's just good and gives us some insight to maybe improve or make it better the next time. Okay, have an amazing Saturday. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now enjoy. Now no studying. Just go. Enjoy yourself.
Piyush sir ka class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Piyush sir. My bad. Class जरूर attend करना, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Enjoy मेरी class में. So we are not going to continue.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Megha ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sharing your feedback with Megha ma'am and Latika ma'am. So please fill the same. And we will be incorporating your inputs for the next coming session. So yeah, your inputs are also very important. And we'll be keep aligning such sessions for you guys.
Thank you, Akanksha. Thank you, Krishna sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.